Hello, this is Kai again. Today we're gonna do the section exercise problems. This is the handout 5 if you're looking at the summer course handout. In this example, you see that there is a problem called UnitedNationKarel where this represents debris, and what Carol needs to do is clean up that debris and create, it looks like they need to repair the damaged area and form a new house. So it's supposed to recreate a house around this spot right there. So the house will look something like that. And so it looks like it's got 3 beepers there, 3 beepers on top of that debris, and 3 beepers to the right. So, and at the end, the houses will replace those debris. Okay, so it looks like in this case, we have to develop a method to build a house and a method to check for debris and all that good stuff. So let's get straight into it. Now, usually, there would be an assignment with the actual Java file created. In this case, there isn't one, so this is a good time to show you how to create one. So at the top, you'll see a button that says C. Okay, this is to create a new Java class. What you want to do is to put the new file name in the source folder because it contains all the packages, and you want to use those packages. So assignment 1 would be perfect, and then we'll call this the United Nations Carol. So United Nations Carol. Cool. Okay, one thing that usually is there, but in this case it's not, we want to import our package for the carols. So the cool thing is that if you were to type in a certain length of the words, you'll see that it will pop up on the screen. You can just hit enter and it'll fill in the rest for you, which is nice. And we definitely want Carol to have the knowledge of Super Carol. So let's go ahead and put Super Carol in here. So now Carol has all those abilities. And of course, like any program, we're going to start off with a public void run. Okay, so we can run our main program inside that. Alright, so of course what we want to do is have Carol first find the debris. Okay, so we can create a method that has Carol find the debris. And of course you need that stub for that too. So private void find debris. Last time someone asked me, what's the point of having void there? Void is there so that it doesn't need to return anything. If you don't want that method to spit out some kind of output or anything, then you would just put void there, and void would prevent a return. Okay, so you wouldn't need to return anything. Anyways, find debris. That's the stub. And once he finds the debris, we want him to build the house. So we don't necessarily need to put build house after find debris. We want to put build house inside find debris, and we'll organize that in the way we want to, but for now we'll just stick there, and then private void build house. Okay, now it would be also kind of cool to modify this method find debris because it doesn't return anything. We could have it return a boolean true false statement, because that can help us to choose whether or not Carol needs to build or not. And you know, I could do that if you really want me to. But yeah, you know what, why not? So let's make a little modification here. Change this void to boolean. Okay, so private boolean, and it will return whether or not we should build a house. So if find debris is true, then of course we want that to build a house. There we go. Sorry for that little modification. Thought halfway through and I was like, hey, it'd be really cool to just change that into a boolean. Now, it's highlighted here as with a red mark, which usually that means that it needs a return value. You can just fill it in, doesn't really matter what yet, just to get rid of that red mark if it really bothers you, just put like a return statement like return true. Okay, so let's go ahead and first build the house. So how would we build a house? Well, imagine that Karel is right here in this spot, and he has to move, and he moves, and he moves, and he moves until he finds that debris. Well, once he finds that debris, we want him to actually build the house. So it looks like we can just kind of like hard code it. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pick up that beeper, because that debris's got to go. Then we can go ahead and turn around, and again, how you build the algorithm for this doesn't really matter. You're going to have them turn around to this spot, move here, then we're going to go ahead and put a beeper there, place the beeper there, and then turn left, turn right, turn right, and then put another beeper there, and then, one mistake, sorry. Once he turns right, he has to move, right? So he has to move before he can put a beeper. So he moves, puts the beeper, moves again, puts the beeper, and then we're going to have him turn right again. Move again, and then we're going to have him put the beeper. And then I'm going to have them go to the top here, so turn left, move there, and then put the beeper. See, there's really no particular order to this. Turn around, move. This time I'm going to move twice because I want to go down here. And then put the beeper, and then turn left. Because now you want them to face this way, and then move, put the beeper, and then turn left again, move, put the beeper. See, really this part is not terribly difficult, just takes time. And then we'll have them turn around, move twice, because we're going to go from here to here, and then put the beeper, and there you go, that's the house. So you see what I'm talking about? Once you get into a situation where you just have to put a lot of methods to build that algorithm, you don't want to have to keep on putting that over and over again. And plus, you don't even know when he's going to have to build a house. So you build a method so that you can actually stick all this stuff into that one little spot, and basically you never have to call it again after you call it one time. So once he puts the beeper, I want to make sure he's facing the right direction, so let's go ahead and have him turn left. So he's facing east again. Okay? So that is building a house. Now, going back to our find the debris, basically finding debris, what we're going to do is, if he does find the debris, so that's an if statement, if beeper is present, right, that's the condition, then what we want to do is return true, okay? And here, a one-line statement will not be enough. Well, actually, it is enough if you want to do it that way, but just because I want to make it easier to read, I'm going to say if beepers are present, return true, and then here's where I use the else. If it's not there, then return false, right? So you see what just happened? So if it's true, and if you go back up to this program, if this is true, and beeper is the debris and he's sitting on top of it, he will build a house. If it's not true, it's going to return false and it won't do anything. And then while he's doing this, while, again, my favorite, true, you can go ahead and stick this whole thing to a whole entire true statement. While he does this infinitely many times, he's going to find the debris. if there is any first, and then he's going to move. Okay? And then he's going to find the debris again, and then it's going to move. Find the debris again, move. Find the debris again, move, find, and when he finds one, he will replace it and build a house. Okay? And then once he is facing a wall, once he's blocked, so if front is blocked, then what are we going to have him do? We're going to break out of this loop because we are done. So once he gets to the end, we're going to say that the front is blocked, and so we're going to break out of this loop, and there we go. That would be the end of the program. So why don't we go ahead and build this program to see it works. Notice how UnitedNationKarel pops up, so we just click on that. And here's another unique thing. I don't have the map for United Nations, so this is a good time to actually create one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to New World. Okay, as you see here, this is a 15 by 6, so we'll create 15 by 6. Okay, just like that, and we'll call that the UN. Oh, you know what? Hey, look at that! It's actually there. Surprise, surprise. Okay, well, let's make one anyways. So 15 by 6, and we'll call that United Nations World. Okay, and make sure here the beepers in his bag is infinite, so he can just drop beepers whenever he wants, and he's facing the right direction. Excuse me. Excuse me again. And then we go ahead and stick the beeper here, here, and here. Wow, okay, I'm just sneezing. Alright, well anyways, stick the beeper there, save the world, and we're done. And then once you're done, you can actually run this program. So I'm going to hit run, and there he goes. Building that house, just the way we told him to. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And again, the algorithm is generic enough so that it can be built for any type of world map. And notice how it says that he's blocked, and that's fine because we're not supposed to do anything else. But that's weird because I put in this break, and so we can easily fix that by putting if the front is blocked before the move, so that he would stop and not show that red thing again. So if I run this again and I load my world, and this time I guess I'll use the official one right there, and I hit start program. Let's have him go a little faster. Yeah, right. And there we go. See, just like that. So he would build the whole world and then he would stop. Okay, well that's the solution for section handout problem 1, UnitedNationKarel. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and thank you very much.